need this anymore, do I? Hello, everyone. Are we back? Oh, no, there's my commercial. Of course we're not back. Hey, everybody. I'm back. We've got the monthly comic book unboxing and previews reviews. So, I don't know what this thing is. I was told that I had to do it on stream as a condition of my recipient of it, my receipt of it. So, I have no idea of the contents. Do not get angry with me. Are we ready? Oh, I got 0 viewers now.
My commercial's finishing up.
Oh, there's absolutely nothing but bots in this chat list. At least they're not counting bots, and it largely reflects exactly what people are there. Although I don't see plastic hobbies in it.
I'll sign in on my phone. Oh, it didn't go right to your next stream.
You gotta refresh it.
Yeah. There you go. I'm watching an Amazon Prime commercial now.
Ooh, woo. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what's in this box, so I'm very worried. I don't even know how to say it without sounding like a jerk, so I'm just going to open it up. Okay, it's very smelly right off the bat. It's a pleasant smell. This better not be 8 years worth of soap. I mean... Oh, no! Oh, it's even worse. It's worse than 8 years of soap. It's confetti, which is not bad. Some interesting soap. I still don't need any soap. What? What? Yes, I'm gonna need toothpaste for everything else that's in here, because it's almost exclusively... Well, no, I won't say that. I see a lot of candy in here. Oh, Picard Blend Black Tea. Isn't that interesting? B12. All kinds of lollipops. Oh my god, chocolate! You had to give me chocolate just when I'm about to go on Keto Tuesday. Actually, that's Tuesday, isn't it? Hello again. A cardinal to represent my missing mother. That must be a sample of soap of some sort. So this is essentially a health package of some sort. Jolly Ranchers. What? Oh, look at this! Check it out, plastic. Check it right out. A mini holder.
Oh, cool.
I'll figure out how that goes in there eventually. I see. Excellent. Yes,
That's
yes.
cool.
Very nice. All right. It's just now announcing that it's... the chat is just now announcing that we're here for... I don't have much table room to keep digging too much more. Let me put this away. Nice. That will come in handy. More Jolly Ranchers. More Hershey Kisses. Make room. Really? Whoa. Whoa. I know some of you new people are expecting, whoa, some corked bases. That'll be cool. You know what I can do with those? I can do some neat stuff with these minis, with these corked bases. I can stick shit in it. Yeah. Haha, cool. More freaking candy. Alright, look, all these health products, are you trying to make some kind of implication here? My God, man.
It's called self-care nowadays.
Ooh. Muscle balm. Okay. I think... Oh. Fresh, minty travelings. Yeah, look at this. Although, that's kind of hard for a balm. How do you... You gotta melt it down? What do you do with this? Explain this to me. Smarties? Oh no. More soaps. The traveling mini soaps? Is that it? I get it now. Lip balm for the trail. Sounds good. Awesome. Awesome. Ah! Ha, 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 ha. Some paint thinner. Can use that. Huh? Huh? Excellent. A conditioner bar. You guys are killing me. You're gonna turn me into a metrosexual. Shampoo bar. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Good idea. Thermacare heat wraps. Smart. Very smart. Ooh. Antibacterial hand wipes. Very useful. Oh, whoa, whoa. What's this last thing? Oh, no, that's just paper. Sweet. Please tell me you didn't steal this from the library. Tell me this was at their book sale. Okay? Star Trek. We were just talking about. We were literally just talking about Picard. But you knew that because you were here. Ooh. A hard shell of Q-tips. That'll be useful. Vapo drops. That'll be good because I don't know what kind of air is going to be in those B&Bs and little tiny inns and shit. So if it's nice and dry, I'm going to need those for my throat. That's going to be amazing. Oh my God. I have never actually read a Tarzan novel before. Only 219 pages? That's kind of surprising.
You'll get through that in like 15 minutes.
Well, I ain't that fast, but I will get through it quickly. Tanar of Pellucidar. Oh, book 3! Book 3! Book 3! Book 3 of a series I don't have. Oh, that's excellent.
Torture.
Thank you very much.
That's torture.
This is great. Now I don't have to buy any toiletries. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. Alright, that was awesome. So now, now the vacuum cleaner's going to clog on all this confetti. But let's talk some comics now. Wait, there was an action figure in there? Where was that? Oh, from the bag. Yes, yes. I wish I'd spotted that. I'd have gotten like 3 or 4 of them for customization. Are we ready? This is a big old box because it's got really cool shit.
You should tell your viewers what the health products were for.
They've been saying it in the chat.
Okay.
It's all for the trip. It's all
What
for the
trip?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I assumed there was people left over, which was a dumb idea. So read it now. The 2 can be read as prequels. That's a good idea. That's a good way to see it. Don't if you've never been here before, because I've talked about it a lot, at the end of June, I'm taking a trip to northern England to walk Hadrian's Wall from one side of the country to the other. 90 miles. Not to put too fine a point on it, it's going to be a trip. Hey-o! So this is my monthly box from Discount Comic Book Service. And it came a little late. Usually it comes the first week of the month because it has to ship the last week of the month. Because you have to get that last Wednesday in, because Wednesday is New Comic Book Day. But a whole lot of things have happened in the last couple of years, and they've pretty much been ruining the shipping. Not their fault. 1 million fucking people are dead, so it's okay. They usually pack things amazingly well, and they've done it again. Look at all this packing. Good God, man. What am I going to do with you? And as expected, now I'm stuck. As expected, 2 issues of Imperium magazine. Isn't this amazing? And look at that. Look at that cover price. See right there? $13.95. Not what I paid for it. Discount Comic Book Service gives it to you for $9.95. So that's pretty cool, huh? So this one, oh hell, I forgot. 3 Necron Warriors. Got it just in time to finish off 14 Warriors. But it's got Rune Lord Brass, which is a paint I did not have. So that's awesome. I've never read any of these. I've never picked up any of these. So, yeah. That's going to be great. That's going to be so much fun. They even give you an extra brush. So that's awesome. Okay, so... Oh, let's look at this. Issue number 1. You got... Oh my god, what are these? You get extra dice. You get a Necron something. And... Wait, what is this? Is that another... Is that a lieutenant? What is this? Oh. That's interesting. Was I not supposed to do that? Oh my god, let go. I think it's a blade guard. A blade guard and a what? A Scorpic Lord? These things, it's covering up everything. I'm going to have to open it up. Alright, you're going to be like that, are you? Wow, this plastic is freaking tough. What the hell? Oh, and it's got a playmat, too. Ooh. Good grief. Alright, here's where you get to see some blood, because this is going to rip open my hands doing this. There we are. There we go. Boom. Alright, so this is a what now? Is this a blade guard? Oh, wow. Combat ruler. Yeah. Oh, it's a lieutenant. I got an extra lieutenant. And a royal warden. Sweet. I've tried to sharpen the knife. This thing is so old. I found this in the parking lot at work like 10 years ago. This is great. You got an extra lieutenant and a royal warden. I like the royal wardens. I like the way they look. But we're not going through the whole thing, so. Ooh, you get battle records for it. So this is going to come supposedly in 80 issues. And we're already talking about buying issue 14 or so, I think. Take out a premium subscription and for only $3 extra per issue, receive 4 premium sets exploring other forces, including 4 magazines, 3 paints, and motherfucker. Oh man, they got a Tau version, a Tyranid version, Chaos Space Marines, Orcs. Pay $16.95 per issue and receive 4 issues in each monthly pack. No. 17, that's $60+ a month. Nah, that's alright. Oh, this is going to be great because now I got extra lieutenants. I've got the beginnings of a whole nother company now. I can go to, 3rd or 4th battle company. Boom. And they give you extra dice. This is great. Although I'm going to lose this combat ruler any second. So yeah, this is awesome. More warriors, which I really didn't need. But a paint I didn't have, a new brush, and a lieutenant and a royal warden. So that's awesome. Next month you're going to see a lot of those too. I'm going to get it. There's probably at least 2 more coming. So let's look at the actual comics I bought this month. Come on, let go. Alright. We're not going to bother with the invoice. Alright, so we got a new Han Solo and Chewbacca book. That's going to be fun. Mark Guggenheim, he writes okay. I don't know who this Messina person is, but we'll find out. That'll be fun. Star Wars books are usually pretty good. King of Spies, which is Mark Miller, the guy who did Kingsman. Remember that? Remember that crazy ass movie Kingsman? The King's Man? That one that is more recent. Remember that? So, that's actually a pretty good book. This guy finds out he's got a terminal disease. He's been the world's premier spy for decades. And he decides he's had it with working for the people who just make the world worse. And now he's turning around and taking out all those people that make the world worse. All those people in government. It's a bit excessive because it's Mark Miller, but what are you going to do? I bought this purely to sell off later. I don't know what it's about. I don't care what it's about. I'm not going to read it. It'll be on my Atomic Avenue before the end of the week. So if you want it, just get over to atomicavenue.com, look for Jammer A, and buy my shit. Blue and the Gold, two of my favorite characters, Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. Dan Jurgens, Phil Hester, great artists. The Sword of Hyperborea. Oh, that one's going to be fun. That's, as you can see, Mike Mignola. He's amazing. I've never been disappointed by anything Mike Mignola's ever done in his life. So, I think I'm going to be happy about that. Saga, which is one of the wackiest books I've ever read in my entire life. It's a fabulous book, but how do I express this? It goes places no other comic goes. So the premise is there's an intergalactic war, and two people from the opposite sides end up falling in love. They have a kid. The kid's being hunted. Star Wars, Darth Vader, and a copy for Bill. Dr. Aphra, finally. The first alphabet Star Wars character. It's always a fun book. Venom, Lethal Protector. This is another purely speculative book. I'm not going to read this. I'm not going to do anything but try to resell it again. Miss Marvel, Beyond the Limit. One of my favorite characters in the last 20 years. She is an amazing character. She's so down to earth. She knows exactly what she wants to be as a superhero. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's been written by only a couple of different people. And I think this is only Samir Ahmed is only the third person to write her regularly. So she's consistent. Jason Aaron's Punisher. Now, I got this strictly on Jason Aaron's name because I've read a lot of his stuff and I've liked it immensely, even though I've read many other things he's did and I looked at it with near contempt. But his Avengers was just too wacky for me, man. I couldn't hack it. But I've liked several things that the Punisher has had to say over the years. He's had like 9 different series. I've only actively followed like 3 of them, but this may be number 4. It's hard to say. Hellboy, Silver Lantern Club. Now, Hellboy, as you know, you must have seen everybody's seen the movies, right? There's been 3 movies. He's a demon who gets brought back to Earth mistakenly, and he just turns into a monster hunter for the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense. So this particular series is where he listens to old monster hunting stories from his mentor's pal in a club. Not a club, in a pub in England. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Astro City by Kurt Busick. He's an amazing writer. Astro City is a down-to-earth superhero story. It's so much more about the characters and their lives than any of the action. There's plenty of action to be had, but yeah, it's more about, you know, what happens when the fight's over. So, how they live their lives. Alright, so DC Connect is just DC previews. Ah, yes. Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology. I love this book. This goes way back to the Poetic Edda and sources like that. And it gets deep into the original myths. And they just make comics out of them. And it's tremendous. I think she probably would like that a lot. Neil Gaiman, it's hard to go wrong with Neil Gaiman. Ah, yes. The new Captain Carter series. We're going to see what spins out of What If. I like McElvey as a creator. So I think this is probably going to be a good start. I don't know how long I'll go on with it, because my general comics buy, everything you see here is what I'm going to read all month for new. There's nothing else. So we'll see. If Captain Carter fits the bill and cuts the mustard, we'll get more. That's a speculation copy of The Punisher. That's somebody else's. God, that's Bill's copy of Han Solo. It's a speculation copy of Han Solo. And Ron Mars and Ron Lim's Silver Surfer Rebirth. This is a continuation of, or maybe it's even a sequel, I'm not sure, of these two creators' 90s series. Yes, they all come with bags and boards for an extra 15 cents each. So, this has been a good series. It's a mini series, so I'm going to have fun with that. And it'll be over, and I'll stop paying for it. So, those are the actual books I got. Now, what about the books I may get? Let's talk Dark. Oh, God damn it. You see that right there? I can already tell I'm not getting that. Dark Crisis. An event 30 years in the making. So, it's already clear that they're going back to the Crisis on Infinite Earths that happened in 1985. Maybe they're going to try to reverse it. Maybe they're going to try to re-erase what happened. It's so hard to tell. Let's see. Batman. Unfortunately, I don't buy Batman anymore because the last couple of writers just don't write it to the taste I personally have. Obviously, there's a tremendous number of people who love Batman as he stands today, and that's fine. I'm not going to tell you you shouldn't. I'm not going to tell you why you shouldn't, even though I have opinions. But I have not liked the direction and the sheer number of cast members in these books for some time. It's been almost 3 full years since I bought a Batman book in the main continuity. I've gotten a couple of other side ones that were outside of continuity, but yeah, no, forget it. Yes, I have seen The Batman with Pattinson. I enjoyed the living hell out of that movie. It was tremendously good. Alright, so let's see what Dark Crisis is about. Crisis on Infinite Earths, Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis, and now Dark Crisis. You see where I'm going with this? The epic event, years in the making, is finally here. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the rest of Justice League are dead. The remaining heroes are left to protect the world from the onslaught and violent attacks of DC's greatest villains. Can the legacy heroes step out of the shadows of the classic heroes and form a new Justice League? And will that be enough to stop a darkness greater than anything they've ever faced, destroying everything? I can already tell you that yes, they can, because they're going to win, because it's comics. Why they had to kill off the original guys to do it, I don't know. How long they're going to take before they bring back every last one of them, I don't know.
Less than a year.
Nah, usually it's right about a year. The art does look pretty damn good, though. And of course, here's all the spin-offs. Dark Crisis, Young Justice #1. Never did that. Black Adam #1 by Christopher Priest and Rafa Sandoval. Maybe. Black Adam has had some decent stories, but I don't generally like buying books about and for villains because they're goddamn villains. You're not supposed to like the bad guy. They're fucking bad. Let's see. Nubia, Queen of the Amazons. I didn't bother reading that the other time. Flashpoint Beyond, #5. I already didn't bother with that. Poison Ivy #1 by G. Willow Wilson. Now, see what I was saying before about Miss Marvel. She's the one that made me love Miss Marvel. She was the one that originally wrote the first version of Kamala Khan Miss Marvel. So I know Willow Wilson is an amazing writer. I don't like that Poison Ivy has to have her own book because she's a villain. But on the strength of Willow Wilson, I'll give it a go. I'm gonna dog ear this so I know I'm doing it. That's crazy pants. DC Pride, Tim Drake, Multiversity, Teen Justice. I'm not a teen anymore. There's not much you can do to get me into teen books. Miss Marvel is pretty much the last exception to that. Flash. I don't like Barry Allen. They killed Barry Allen because Barry Allen was boring. They brought in Wally because he's got a better personality. And now they've brought Barry back, and Barry's in charge, and Wally is no place.
Is it Ezra Miller?
Huh? Ezra Miller? No. Aquaman and Flash team up? No, that's okay. Don't care about that. Earth Prime #5. The Flash, don't care about that. DC versus Vampires. In the shadow of the new vampire world order, Harley Quinn rules the human underworld in this age of darkness. She has survived by only looking out for herself. But she might have to find... She might have just found the key to saving the world. Harley Quinn is not a world saver. Okay? That's just not the kind of character she is. Milestones in history. Oh, so that's about the Milestone universe. That could be interesting. Blood Syndicate, didn't really care about that. Icon and Rocket, don't care about them. Don't know what Duo is. Batman's Mystery Casebook. Batman is a great detective, but he rarely works alone. His sidekicks, Robin and Batgirl, his butler, Alfred, and the police of Gotham City all play a role in helping him keep the city safe. You can, too. Look for clues, analyze evidence, solve riddles, learn history. Comes out on my birthday. This looks like, I don't know, maybe you should get this for Connor. He might have a good time with it. My Buddy Killer Croc. Nope. Stop making villains stars. Superman 1978. Oh, wow, that's it? Oh, I see. That's all the Spotlight ones. Action Comics, Aquaman, Batgirls, Batman Beyond, Batman Killing Time, Batman The Night, Batman Fortune. You see why I stopped buying Batman? There's no less than 8 different Bat books right now. Batman Urban Legends, Batman Catwoman, Batman Superman. How many did I say? Dark Knights of Steel, Detective Comics. Come on, man. Oh, that's right. Fables is back. I'll have to get Fables. What is this one? Future State Gotham. Another Bat book. Harley Quinn is technically a Bat book. I Am Batman. Robin. Nightwing. Come on, man. Rogues. That's the Flash's Rogues, I assume. Gorilla City Blues. Oh, yeah. Scooby-Doo. Suicide Squad. Superman. The Joker. I'm not getting any of these. Sandman Universe by James Tynion. So, that's not anything we care about. Swamp Thing is back. Wonder Woman. And then there's the collected editions, which I don't really care about because they're too expensive to get new. So, 2 whole books from the entire company. Not a ringing endorsement. Oh yeah, that ends up being a spare because that was from the... Right. Is the Marvel previews in here? Yes! Fortnite Marvel Zero War. Each first print issue unlocks a digital cosmetic in Fortnite. Well, at least I'm far enough ahead I can order 30 copies to sell later. Like everybody did with Batman Fortnite. And I missed it because I wasn't paying attention to DC. Alright. Axe, Eve of Judgment. Avengers, X-Men, Eternals. Ugh. I love Kieran Gillen as a writer, but I just don't care about the Eternals, especially when they're mixed with X-Men. And adding the Avengers in on top of that just seems excessive. Fortnite X Marvel Zero War 1 of 5. I'm going to have to get a couple of these to speculate on. I'm not lying. I'll take a couple of extra bucks. If I can spend... Alright, so the cover price on these is $5.99. The Discount Comic Book Service price is probably going to be no more than $3.49. So even if I sell it for cover, that's a profit. An irritating profit because it's only like $2. But still in all, you get the idea. It's decent art anyway. Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. Oh yeah, a new Cap book. Okay. Who is Cap though? The shield is one of the most iconic images in the world. It stands for hope, justice, and the protection of the innocent. It also holds a secret, undiscovered until now. Why? Why now? That will change the way Steve Rogers views the 20th century and how he chooses to fight in the 21st. Nothing is what it appears. Nothing ever is, baby. It's fucking comic books. In this game-changing Captain America run by Jackson Lanzig and Colin Kelly, neither of whom I've ever heard of. Doesn't mean anything. I'm not making a judgment based on whether I know them or not. I'm just saying that I don't know them. Looks like great art, though. Alright, I mean, I'll give it a go. The worst that happens is I sell the number 1, and if I like it, I get a trade paperback later. So, Captain America, Symbol of Truth, number 2. Well, I've already missed that one, so we don't need to talk about that. It's nice to see Sam Wilson still in there, though. Another Daredevil number 1. What is this, 19 volumes now? Come on, guys. Chip Zdarsky is a good writer, but Daredevil it's just never been my bag, you know? X-Men Hellfire Gala number 1. I've been hearing about this X Gala for like at least 6 months. I don't even know what it is. At last year's gala, mutants changed the face of the solar system, terraforming Mars and claiming it for mutant kind. Then why do we even care if they're here on Earth anymore? What adventures can they have on Earth that they can't have on Mars? They have to come back to Mars. I mean, come on, guys. They have to come back to Earth to have adventures? That seems silly to me. If you've terraformed Mars and you got a place to live away from all the racists and assholes, you've got no book. You've got no story. It's all internal strife at that point, and that's not particularly interesting in X books anymore. Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor, #1. When Mjolnir comes crashing through Jane Foster's apartment window, she fears the worst that has happened to Thor. And well, you should. Interesting. Hulkling and Wicklin. Hulkling, which is just such a hard word to say. Hulkling and Wiccan. I don't care about those two characters. It's good that they exist. It's good that they're the characters they are. But I just don't care. Amazing Spider-Man by Zeb Wells. It's okay, but the problem is that they make way too many Spider-Man comics. Sometimes they do it 2, even 3 times a month with Spider-Man. And come on, just give me one fucking book. One fucking book, I'll buy it. Thor by Donny Cates. I really didn't like Donny Cates' Hulk, so I really don't think I'll ever get his Thor either. Especially with Hulk's guest starring in it, so. Banner of War. Guinness Vell, Captain Marvel, #1 of 5. Peter David returns to Guinness Vell, son of the original Captain Marvel. I never really cared about Captain Marvel. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to read several books with him in it, several appearances in Avengers, and I guess he really just had to be there in the mid-70s to really give a crap. Defenders. Defenders is where all the characters who couldn't fit into any other goddamn group went. Namor, Hellcat, Doctor Strange, Beast, Angel, Iceman. You got half of the fucking X-Men in there. Silver Surfer. I mean, if you got Silver Surfer and Hulk and Submariner, who the hell else do you need? Defenders Beyond, which is just all the alternate universe El Mafia people. Oh, yeah. George R.R. Martin's drawing of the cards. Never really read that series. Didn't really care about it. I mean, the novel series. The variants. I wonder if this is the stuff from the Loki TV show. What would it really be like to meet an alternate version of yourself? Another you who made the different choices, lived completely different life as a result. We've seen that 150 times in comics. This is not groundbreaking. Just because it's Jessica Jones... No, it doesn't matter. We already have 6 different versions of Jessica Jones. Clobberin' Time. Okay, that might be interesting. It's clobberin' time all the time as Ben Grimm teams up with heroes from across the Marvel Universe for big fist-pounding action. Guys, fist-pounding action? But the stakes have never been higher. In the opening issue, Ben and the Incredible Hulk are stranded on a distant, ancient alien world where the duo must protect an ancient people... Well, yeah, an ancient planet, ancient people, against legions of deviant hordes, and ultimately face the wrath of a Celestial. Luckily, they have 4 fists between them. I can't say much for that art, though. That's just... I don't like that cover. I'm sorry. That's not my art style. a new Ant-Man book. Flashback to the early days of Hank Pym's career. Nope, that's okay. I hate Hank Pym with a passion. Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Come on, guys. A revolutionary dark take on Spider-Man. No! Stop trying to make Spider-Man... No. No, fucking no. Peter Parker is not dark. He's not deadly. He's not bitter. He's not a horrible person. Just stop it. What is reality and what is dream? What is science and what is magic? At the intersection of all this stands the deadly neighborhood Spider-Man. Peter Parker goes to Los Angeles, and what he finds there is definitely not angels. Really, fellas? Is your marketing handled by 12-year-olds? The demons waiting for Peter are going to test him like never before. One demon in particular, a very famous one for Marvel and X-fans in particular, might just eat Spider-Man alive. No. It's written by Taboo and B. Earl. Who the hell is Taboo? See, they do this all the time. People want to see characters, like, take different steps and step outside being them. Being one demon, two demons, red demons, blue demons. People do this all the time. They say, why doesn't Batman kill? And then some jackass in Hollywood say, yeah, why don't they kill? And then they create an alternate universe that's outside of the rest of movie continuity, or it's a dream, or it's an alternate universe of some horse shit, and suddenly Batman has 50 calibers on the Batmobile, and they can say, well, Batman hasn't really killed because that's not really Batman. That's the Catholic defense. I didn't have sex with her because I fucked her in the ass. No, sorry. Iron Cat, really? The Black Cat gets Iron Man armor? Try again. Mech Strike Monster Hunters. Just go away. Thunderbolts by Jim Zub. Now, I like Jim Zub, so he might be doing something very interesting with those guys, but I can already tell it's got Hawkeye on it, so I don't want anything to do with Hawkeye. New Fantastic Four. Savage Avengers, which I just don't see a point in. Oh, great. Punisher War Journal by Turin Glunbeck. I'm not even finished reading that blurb. I hate Gambit. You know, I've been reading... We're in the X-Book section now. And I've been reading... Years ago, I got gifted an official Marvel DVD with 44 years worth of X-Men comics on it. And I've been slowly working my way through it. I've got a bunch of those. I got X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, Star Trek, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. And I've been taking them 100 at a time. I've been reading the first 100 of each series, and then moving on to another series, and then I'll go back for 101 through 199, and then cycle through them all. And I'm on issue 25 of the original X-Men from the 60s. But Gambit is a Fruit Loop. He's an irritating character, and so what, you're a thief? Oh, so you're a roguish rogue, are you, who is in love with Rogue? So, come on. I've just never cared about him. I mean, I was there for his first appearance, and he's just never impressed me since. There are plenty of people who like him, and I am not going to tell them that they shouldn't. I am going to tell you that I won't. But I'm reading these. I've gotten through the first 25 X-Men from the 60s, And let me tell you, there is a reason that thing went into reprints for almost 5 full years with no new stories. Oh my god. So there's just too much X-Men now. There's just way too many mutants. And if this stuff about terraforming Mars is true, then everybody ought to be happy, really. Because all the mutant-hating humans don't have mutants around to hate anymore, so they should be happy. The mutants are on an entirely different planet, separated from the humanity that hates and fears them, so they should be happy. So why do you need 12 X books? What can possibly be happening in 12 X books when everybody's on Mars? Immortal X-Men, another Kieran Gillen book. I do like Kieran Gillen's writing, but see, really, the X puns. Excellent. Come on, stop that. Sabretooth, another villain. Villains shouldn't get their own series. The 15th Wolverine book. Marauders, X-Men, Wolverine patch. I think I ordered patch, actually. Actually, Plastic, you still there? I guess not.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. There is current. You should be able to still get number 1 of Wolverine patch by Larry Hama.
I got an email about that on Kindle.
Ah, nice. Or Venom, Gweniverse. See, it should be Gweniverse, but they're not even smart enough. They just call it Gwenverse. Come on, Gweniverse flows better. It goes with her full name, which is...
Wolverine becomes a clown and helps sick kids, or...
No, he's reverting back to his 90s era run where he hung out as a... not a villain, as a underworld operator called Patch. Because he wears Patch.
Like the guy on Days of Our Lives. Okay, that's cool.
I don't know Days of Our Lives, so I'm going to trust you on that. Venom, Carnage. Stop giving villains books, man. Spider-Punk. I don't care about Punk anything. Savage, Spider-Man. Jeez, do you see why I don't buy that many comics anymore? Avengers Forever. And well, finally, 67 pages in, we get to Avengers. The Avengers are lost in time. Nope. A new Moon Knight because of the TV series. Oh, wow. And the Senti's writing it? Okay, interesting. Strange, which is not Doctor Strange, which is Strange. Black Panther. Ghost Rider. I can't believe they're still giving Ghost Rider books. Fantastic Four. Captain Carter. Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was actually pretty good, but I think it'll read better collected, so I'm going to save for that. Iron Man and Hellcat Annual. That is a weird combination. I'm not real certain why they would want to do that. Iron Man with Christopher Cantwell. After his battle with a super intelligent gorilla in New York City, Tony Stark hops a flight back to California to get away for a bit. But it turns out that a mile-high hijacker is also on board looking to steal a briefcase full of gold bullion. You can't have a briefcase full of gold bullion. Gold bullion weighs 10 trillion pounds. Gambit has a French accent, and all things French are dumb. See? I have a reason. I might pick up collected Cantwell Iron Mans, because I do adore Tony Stark. So Marvels, Deadpool, Captain Marvel, She-Hulk. She-Hulk has been a pretty good series. They've since you got to order these so far in advance, I've only gotten 2, and this is number 5. But I'll give it 6 issues like I do everything else, and we'll find out if it's worth any more. Ooh. Alien Annual 1. Alien by Marvel has been a very good series. It's been a lot better than the when is Aquaman Namor crossover? Love in Atlantis. That I would pay for. That I would pay for. The Aliens series by Marvel has been a lot better than than the last few by Dark Horse, and I wish I didn't have to say that. But I liked it. Ooh, Star Wars The Mandalorian. All right. Is this a limited series or is this permanent? All right, it's a brand new series. And look at this. It's got an action figure cover! I'm getting that! I'm getting 500 of these. Han Solo and Chewbacca face Black Chrysanthemum. Oh no! 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 Oh yeah. And they had an Obi-Wan series going. I forgot about that. Halcyon Legacy. I'm glad that's a mini-series because I stopped doing it because it bored me. There's the basic Star Wars book by Charles Soule, who's a great writer. Bounty Hunters I skipped. Dr. Aphra we like. Darth Vader. Greg Pak writes an okay book. I would like a copy of Mandalorian, please. Well, there's got to be a comic shop near you somewhere, right? Just tell them you want it. Where is it? Greg Pak has this need to turn Vader more human, and that's not what this era of Vader is about. This is the Rebellion era, where Vader is the ultimate badass, and he's a fucking villain. Okay, let him do villainy shit if you're going to give him a book. If you have to give a villain a book, then you have to let him do villainy shit. You can't have him flashing back every couple of pages like this guy does and going, "Oh, I wish I turned out to be a moisture farmer instead of a Jedi." Yeah. It's just over. Flashbacks in Star Wars. Since when do you have flashbacks in Star Wars? No other book or movie or TV series except The Mandalorian has ever had flashbacks. Don't put flashbacks in Star Wars. Heroes and Hitters is down the street. Heroes and Hitters. I know that place. I haven't been there in several years. But I know it. And then it's just the collected stuff from years past, months past, collections from decades past. They're advertising. Get ready for the film with these thunderous Thor and Jane Foster collections. They're obviously talking about Love and Thunder, the new movie coming. Although I thought that was next year. So Iron Fist, all the collections. Don't worry about the collections. I only get collections secondhand. Right, so now we get down to the big book. Finn and Poe, when bromance becomes romance. Order for yourself. You're fully capable. You're an adult. Although I might read that one myself. Clementine. Okay, so this book is everything that's not Marvel or DC. This is previews. This is where everybody orders their stuff from. This is the book that the comic shops use to order their books for people. No, I can't order it for you. Stop that. You're a grown-up. Order shit for yourself. Alright, so it's nothing but ads, ads, ads. Clementine, Book 1. Powerhouse creator Tilly Walden takes on the world of Robert Kirkman's The Walking Dead in the most anticipated young adult graphic novel of 2022. There hasn't been all that much 2022, so I don't think you can really go most anticipated of the year so far. Yoda, Dirty and Dagobah 1. Motherfucker! Oh my god. So that's a Walking Dead book, so I don't care about that. The Closet, a tale of existential familial horror. I'm not really a horror guy. Public Domain. Sid Dallas is responsible for pop culture's greatest hero, The Domain. It's not really a very good hero name, though, is it? But his sons, Miles and David, I almost said Miles Davis, have a complicated relationship with both the creation and their creator. Can they convince their dad to fight for their family's legacy? Probably not. So, probably end up skipping that. After School, I already don't care about teenagers. Beware the Eye of Odin. That looks weird. Doug Wagner. When a Viking prince finds the Eye of Odin, he must return it to its rightful owner or face a death of boils and decay. Whoa. By his side are a one-armed warrior past his prime and a female warrior convinced she's a Valkyrie. Monstrous mayhem ensues. That sounds like it could be randomly fun. We'll think about that later. What? Do a power bomb. The creator of Murder Falcon. Okay, this next up. Oh, that's not my kind of art. Seven Sons. Jay Lee returns to a creator-owned comic with his first new title since 1994. Wow. Delph, a young man who may be the second coming of Christ. Sins of the Black Flamingo. Occult Noir Miami Sleaze. Sebastian Harlow is the Black Flamingo, a flamboyant and narcissistic thief who gets his kicks stealing mystic artifacts from the wealthy and the corrupt of Miami's occult underground. Be Gay, Do Crimes is pure pop art. Could be interesting. Cyberforce, don't care about them. The Phalanx, who the hell are they? Great, now I gotta get another Spawn #1. Guys, I'm thinking of getting like 4 of these to sell. Cover price is $2.99, which means that the DCBS discount will probably make it no more than $1.89. So if I can sell those things for $3 to $6 to $8 later on when they all run out, that might be worthwhile. We'll think about it. Super Freaks, I don't care about those Savage Dragon guys. Undiscovered Country, I hated that book. Girl Scouts. Jim Mafood. Okay, so that just means it's going to be weird. Spawn Compendium, The Ant. Stuff I'm already not getting. Ice Cream Man. Philadelphia. Loaded by Manifest Destiny, finally. In 1803, Lewis and Clark led the Corps of Discovery across America so their great nation could fulfill its destiny. Years have passed, and now a new monster has been birthed in the heart of their country. Since 2013, Chris Dingus and Matthew Roberts have created an alternate history of the United States, and now it's time to bring Lewis and Clark's expedition to its blood-soaked end. I'm looking forward to this. This book has only had 48 issues, and it's almost 10 years old. It's 9 years old. He said, dingus. Check your mail. Sent you an autographed copy of Beyond the Chadalbra. What's a Chadalbra? Penthouse Letters graphic novel 1. Jedi takes you from the nether region. Candelabra. Okay. Manifest Destiny is, again, about the Lewis and Clark expedition, but it's in an alternate world where there's monsters in the far undiscovered regions of the western U.S. And bit by bit, their entire expedition is almost completely slaughtered. And there's hallucinations, and there's the ghosts of, like, fucking conquistadors, and all kinds of neat shit. It's a really good book. It sounds kooky, and it 100% is kooky. But it's a lot of fun. It's written very well. Saga 60, I love that book. Spawn, Slumbers, stuff I haven't gotten. Walking Dead Deluxe. Oh, wow. Walking Dead Deluxe is already up to number 40. They're just reprinting all the original Walking Deads in color, because it was black and white. Alright, so that's enough of Image Comics. Dark Horse Comics. I always get something from Dark Horse. Lonesome Hunters, number 1 of 4. An old and out-of-practice monster hunter in hiding crosses paths with a young girl that forces him to confront these chaotic creatures. As the beasts invade their tenement, they set off on a supernatural road trip to stop these ancient evils in a story that explores the ways that youth informs adulthood and how early traumas can haunt us in old age. Well, that was maybe not necessary. I know this guy's art. I know this guy's art from Harrow County, so might be pretty good. Might be pretty good. Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. No. Cyberpunk 2077. No. Dragon Age. Wraiths of Tevinter. No. I love the games. I played all the games but 2. Hellboy and the BPRD. Old Man Whittier. I mean, it's Hellboy, so you can't not get it. Hellboy 1957. Hellboy's actually dead, and these are all flashback books. X-rated Star Wars Duroids, not just for translation. X-ray. She was hung like a... Okay, you're getting weird now, man. British Paranormal Society, that's interesting stuff. Sword of Hyperborea, I just had... Oh, that's the collection of the stuff I just did. Pearl, Goldfish. Oh, wow. New reissues of Sin City. Booze, Broads, and Bullets. $25. Hardcover is $100. Good God, man. It's good. It ain't that good. Black Hammer, Stranger Things, Norse mythology. Getting that. Count Crowley, Apache Delivery Service. Oh, I heard about that. Tales from Harrow County, love that. Tarzan. EC Archives, Crime. Interesting. Too expensive, though. Action figures. Oh boy, Dynamite. Samurai Sonya. Dynamite, you may remember from last month, Dynamite has exactly one shtick. And that shtick is taking 4 or 5 female characters, getting as exploitative as possible on the covers, and then having the book go about 4 issues before it restarts with a brand spanking new, mostly naked cover. I mean, this is only the second month. It only occurred to me to do it last month, so maybe it'll end up permanent and maybe it won't. Vampy, Miss Fury, Red Sonja, Elvira, Vampirella. See? That's what they do. Legion of Forgettable Supervillains. Okay, that sounds like it might be fun. Find out if Robust Boy and his band of rejects, Robust Boy, can somehow defeat the greatest superhero of all time, Sir Superior. Obviously a comedy book. $17 before discount. Oh, ages 8 to 12. Okay, well, can end up being fun anyway. It's hard to say. Plus size superhero stolen from DP2 instead of DP7. That's funny. Collectible stuff. See, Red Sonja, Vampirella. See, it's all the same people over and over and over again. John Carter, that's new. Although they keep trying to they can't keep a book going. Another Red Sonja, Betty Page, another Jennifer Blood, next another Red Sonja, Sheena. That's it. That's their whole gag. Is mostly naked women running around having adventures for 4 issues and then needing a whole new book because nobody wants to buy it after the 4th issue. And then they make 13 different variant covers for the new number 1, and the cycle just goes all over again. Alright, Boom Comics. Buffy 97, Angel, Buffy, and that's the other thing that Boom does too. They get a license and they just exploit it. They just abuse it to death. All new Firefly. Neither can Marvel. Marvel does the same thing. They do, but they don't do it nearly as frequently or nearly as blatantly or nearly as puritanically either. So, Orcs, The Curse. The fun and fantastical Orcs series from creator Christine Larson returns with a new installment featuring our favorite underdog heroes, Bog, Pez, Zep, Utzu, and Grr. After returning from their travels and celebrating with a dance party, a prank gone wrong inadvertently unleashes something ancient and evil. Even worse, in a tower in the middle of a dark forest, a wizard with grand, sinister plans needs a real army, and his sights turn towards the Orcish tribe. Sounds like it could be fun. Wow, 56 pages? Just the right level of silly humor and adventure we need. It could be interesting. I like silly. I am all the fuck about silly. Have you not seen my stream? Fence, that was a good series. It was literally about fencing. Regarding the matter of Oswald's body. That sounds like a noir. Lee Harvey Oswald? Nope. I ain't doing none of that pseudo-history. Berserker by Keanu Reeves and Ron Garney. I read the first 6 issues, and it's gross. It's good, but it's gross. It is so hyper-violent, even I can't handle it. A bunch of stuff I've never gotten before. Yeah, who's still here? Say hello again. Not the lurkers, you can do what you want, but if you've been here and you've been chatting, just come back and say, hey, I'm still here. Alright, Ablaze. I've never gotten any Ablaze comics. It's very manga-like. 330 pages. Okay, bye. Can't do that. 224 pages. I'm sure these are fun, but I can't spend that much time on one book. If I'm going to spend 240 some odd pages, it's going to be a novel. Terry Moore has a sketchbook out. Aftershock, a calculated man. A verifiable math genius, Jack Beans used to run the numbers for the Pinafore crime family, or Pinafore crime family, until one day he ran them too well and concluded that the only way out of this life was in a casket or witness protection. So he turned state's evidence and ran. Now the Pinafores are out to end their favorite accountant. Little did they know that Jack's skills with math and his perfect memory have made him a better killer than they ever could have realized. What follows is a journey full of murder, mayhem, and mathematics. Sounds vaguely over nerdy. However, I do like Paul Tobin, and I do like crime books, so that's worth consideration. Astronaut Down. We'll come back to that one. Where starships go to die. Point Nemo, the farthest oceanic point from Earth. The farthest oceanic point on Earth from any landmass. So it's somewhere in the Pacific. A space path. Okay, I'm almost done because I'm speaking even more poorly than usual. A spacecraft graveyard where rockets and satellites can be safely ditched on the ocean floor. Why? I mean, reclaim all that metal. All the technology. At least strip them first. In a near future ravaged by climate change, an African astronaut team with an Indian shipping magnate to mount a dangerous salvage mission to recover the wreck of humanity's first interstellar starship. But what they find is beyond their worst nightmares. Very curious. Very curious. Bunch of stuff I've already skipped in previous. We're almost done. American mythology. I don't know. Beyond the Farthest Star Chronicles. Zorro. Ooh. Planet 9 from Outer Space. Planet Comics number 9. Talking about Plan 9 from Outer Space. Archie. Aspen. I never buy Aspen because they never do anything for me. Avatar is nothing but horror books. AWA Studios? Who are they? New Think. This Black Mirror style anthology, each issue featuring its own art team, takes an unflinching look at the rapid proliferation of technology and cultural polarization of the U.S. today through a funhouse mirror of science fiction. I don't know, I've already watched Black Mirror, so I don't really know that I need to read this. And that is a serious trope in science fiction. People love doing that. And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's so frequently so surface. The hell is Redman? The Illusion Witch. Behemoth Comics? Who the hell are they? I guess they've been around a while because somebody's got 5 or more issues. Really? A Jean-Claude Van Damme? Really? Who's buying that? Who's buying a Jean-Claude Van Damme statue? Not action figure. Statue. Who's buying that? PVC diorama. So it's not even really a statue. That's just... the amount of money you have to blow it on a Jean-Claude Van Damme PVC diorama. It would have been more impressive if it was split on 2 chairs. Boundless Comics, they've only got 3 characters and it's all about titties. Look at this. 4 pages for Boundless Comics. Lady Death is on every single one of them. Clover Press? Who are all these new publishers? Fantagraphics. They've usually got really good comics history books. Alright, now it's just the tiny press stuff and the one-off stuff. The highly independent graphic novels. And then eventually the toys. So, alright, so this concludes this episode of the monthly comics unboxing from DCBS. I hope you had a little bit of fun. I know I get ranty with this, but comics is the hill I die on, and I want them a certain way. You can have them your way. No one's going to stop you. I want them my way.
You have it like Burger King.
Yeah, comics is Burger King for you. Have a good night, everybody.